Not okay. Am I live on YouTube? Oh no, it's already showing on YouTube. We're good. Gotta stop making such banger streams. Can't keep staying up until 2 a.m. watching your VOD. Bro. I have good news for you, Nova Pipkin. Nova Napkin. The Baxa. Streams are now only Monday to Friday, unless there's something really cool that I'd like to do on the weekends. But generally, it's going to be just Monday to Friday now, and streams are going to be shorter generally. So that way I have more time to do daily videos like we have been doing every day this week. I want to keep daily videos every single day. I want to get YouTube Shorts starting to be scheduled out every day as well. We got to stay on the content grind. Doing a hard pivot on Twitch, like as a game streamer, doing a hard pivot is kind of brutal, and you really got to be on your shit. So we being on our shit right now. Let me pull up my YouTube. Okay, so do I have anything crazy planned for today? Let me tell you. Boy, do I have something planned for today? No, the answer is no. Yesterday, the double whammy of 2 marathon-related videos was kind of a saving grace, because I had not planned any React content. I got one video here I want to take a look at, but other than that, might do a little bit of League Classic. Doing a League stream today. Yeah, we'll probably do some League Classic. Let me check Steam again. I think Bergie's, what is it? Bergie's Burger Store? What is that game called? Might try it out. How's that guy? Like, how was the guy that tried marathon so we don't have to? We took a look at the video. I mean, like that video, there's like no commentary for me to give really. That was just kind of like a sort of like a funny gameplay type video. Like he didn't give the game like a fair shake or whatever. He just said like the funny voice lines about game bad or whatever. But it's like there's nothing to be commented on. I mean, it's just like quirky Chungus funny video. It's like, okay. I don't know. Okay, Sagi, your chat got filtered, but I'll go ahead and read it anyway. Sony mentioned Marathon in their new earnings report, and their comment on the game is, I don't mean it. It doesn't seem truthful to say the least. I'll check it out. Basically repeating Reddit snarky comments. I mean, yeah. But it's like, there's like not a whole lot to be commented on with that. Let me see. Sony earnings. What's up, Akron Balrog? What's up, buddy? What's up, Makoriku? What's good? Sony earnings report. Speech transcript. Marathon. With the release of Season 2 in June, Marathon has maintained a high retention rate while also acquiring new users. That's the only mention of Marathon in this document. And yeah, I kind of agree. That doesn't sound very accurate. I don't know what metric they're using to determine the term high user retention rate, other than like maybe people who played on the release day, maybe. Love you to be proud. I was turned up cry last night with a calculator. Nice, that's a W. I actually had a dream last night where I was using the circuit breaker and they nerfed it, and you couldn't one-shot people anymore. It was a fucking nightmare, dude. What's the document again? It's just Google Sony earnings report, and it's the FY 2026 Q1 earnings announcement on the Sony page, and then just go to speech transcript. You Control F Marathon, and the only mention of Marathon is one bullet point where it says, with the release of Season 2 in June, Marathon has maintained a high user retention rate while also acquiring new players. That's it. Just wonder if the game is genuinely doing better on PlayStation, but that's the last element. Yeah, no, it's definitely probably not. Like, unless there's been like a crazy change in the past couple months, the majority by far of the player base is on PC. Look at my crazy Wheezy streak. 20 streaks? That's a 20 streaker, bro. That's a big streak. Okay. Let's see here. What do we got on YouTube? Let's start off with some YouTube. What's up, Poulet Chickens? What's good, buddy? What I think about Mistfall? Just doesn't seem like my type of game. That's it. I mean, it looks kind of neat. I looked at the gameplay, but I was like, is this something that I would play out of my own volition? That'd be like excited to fire it up. And I think the answer is no. What's up, Hollerich? I think I saw a couple clips. I mean, it looks neat. It looks like a third person, like hack and slashy kind of extraction shooter type of game. It's like sort of medieval dark magic type stuff going on. It looks kind of neat, but it just doesn't look too appealing to me personally. All right. So this video looks like it might be interesting. AI ads are ruining YouTube. Let's see what else we got. Does anybody have any video recommendations? Stuff we might want to check out. Reality is camera trick. Film body cams in the first-person shooter. Okay. What else we got? Yeah, if we could not get Fed posting on the homepage, brother. Can we not have Fed posting on the homepage, please? Why is this getting recommended? Oh my goodness. Why short form content makes you an asshole. Don't play computer. What's this? Okay, they're playing, what is that, Genshin? It's some kind of gacha. That's a cute cat. Sniffing the fingies. That is a very friendly cat. Bro does not care. Bro is also just not moving. He's just sitting right on the desk. Can we talk about long jog again? No! That will work for games. How's it going, though? Unknown Cowman, what's up? Hollerage. That's how my cat is. They just be getting in the way type shit. What PC monitor size do I run? I have 4 monitors currently. I prefer a 32-inch monitor. That's my swag. I like 32-inch 4K monitors. They're very big. They're very big. They're very nice. I'll slime you out. The obsession with acting tough. Obsession with acting tough. Oh, cool. My own stream. Thank you, Autoplay. Fantastic. Is this it for Gorilla Tag?
Dudes are really trying to act hard in our current year. Now, in no means am I saying I'm...
Bro, what is this video? The Duck? I'm not familiar with this channel. Swear I'm not Birdie. Okay. What else we got? Monitor maxing. I like me a big monitor, bro. Cats everywhere. I like cat content, bro. Cat videos. Some good old slaps. This music some kind of gotchi remix? I don't know. What is this? 154. This is Omori. Dolsti, I don't want to read that because it kind of sounds like a slur. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Okay, but for 32-inch, you need 4K resolution. Yeah, but for 4K resolution, you need a $5,000 PC. Not necessarily, but then I'm basically poor. That's why I downsized to 27, got a sharp 1440 image. It depends on what type of games you play. Like, if you want to, like, max out... Yo, what's up, Astra? Oh, do you have a rec? You have a video rec here? The gaming market is starting to break. Mr. Who's the Boss?
We're coming.
Here. Fucking bookmarks. Get out of here. Gaming market is starting to break 3 hours ago. Mr. Who's the Boss? Bro, what is this? What the fuck are these YouTube recommendations? The worst hobbies a man can have, VTuber reacts. What is this fucking listen, bro. I say it every day. I'm pro fucking, like, people could do whatever fulfills them. If, like, I'm pro people doing Gooner count. Bro, this is an insane character to have in your fucking thumbnail. Oh my goodness. Arguing is the best hobby. Women ranking men's hobbies. This is slop. Okay, shout out that V2. I don't know why that's getting recommended. Goodness. Most annoying trend. LARP. This also might be good. I think this might be a good video here, too. We got a little assortment of videos to check out. Yo, Asher, thanks for the rec. How many cats do I have? About 6 or 7. You have the sloppiest Rex? My Rex are pretty slop heavy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's finish good old slaps first. Incredible. Check out Tier. It's a tank game that has a similar UI feel to Marathon. Is that on Steam? Oh, look at him. Doing the paw tap. Bro, what is going on with... Why? What the fuck is going on with my Steam? Hello? I'm gonna restart Steam. Hold on. I gotta restart Steam. It's like frozen. Dude. Hello! Oh, dude. I gotta close Steam. My Steam is just like not fucking working at all. I think we'll check out this video. We'll see. It's 22 minutes. It might be a little bit long. Hold on. But is this a fucking list video? Like, I see numbers in the top left. Oh, it's like 3, 2, 1. Something like that. What is this video? Or when consoles got cheaper as time went on. Like, if this video is just like... like, technology's getting more expensive. So gaming is dead. Like, like, if this is just like, oh, remember when consoles used to get cheaper? Like, this comment got hearted as a ton of likes. Like, I'm not a fan of this sort of content. Like if it's like market analysis of how AI is driving up RAM prices and the implications on what the actual material future of what gaming is gonna look like, and like analyzing and like trying to predict what's actually gonna happen. If this is just like, remember when PS3, after 5 years after release, it was like half price, dude? Remember when things are better, now things are bad? Yeah, that's not interesting content to me. Let's take a look at it. If it's just that, we'll move on to the most annoying trend. I don't know. Like, it just... like, content that, like, feeds into people's preconceived notion of, like, things are always getting worse. Remember when things were better? Stuff like that. Like, as if is transient a good word? Am I LARPing as an intellectual? If I say transient? As if humanity is just not in a transient state of there is no good or bad. Things happen or they don't. And there is no guarantee of tomorrow. Okay, this whole idea of I should buy a PlayStation 5 for cheaper because 10 years ago that's how consoles worked. Like, I don't... Like, that's not a person who would survive in the jungles, okay? That's not a person who could survive on the savannas. They don't have the mental plasticity to be able to move and adapt, okay? What's the first couple minutes going to feel? I mean, yeah, we'll check it out. The gaming market is starting to break by Mr. Who's the Boss. 22 million subscribers is kind of an insane count. Let's see what he's got to say.
This is a PlayStation 5.
Holy fucking shit, my ears. I can see it's a PlayStation 5.
It came out in 2020 at $399. And now, even though it's 6 years old, it costs $599. Nintendo's announced a price tag to their Switch.
Is this the whole video?
Let's see where it stops.
Number one, the memory problem.
$1,000.
Okay, memory go more expensive.
To make RAM, as we paid last fall. These costs, and You bottle it at the start. You don't manage to get that initial launch trajectory. It's already started just of AI. But I do big game studios. And games are being killed at the pitch stage. Right was already lit, but while the pool, they're all about using safe IPs that have worked before.
Bro, there's nothing here. I'm sorry. Also, a Surfshark dude, I got a fucking offer for Surfshark. You got 22 million subs and you're promoting Surfshark? That's the best you got?
And it's just creating.
What are you? Do you have multiple ads? You got Monster Hunter Outlanders at the same time? What the fuck is? You got 3 ads? Pokemon Champions? How many fucking ads do you have in this video? That's insane. All right. PS5 is 6 years old. I'm so mad. 6-year man. Jeez, feels like yesterday. I don't know. I'm not like a console gamer, so I don't have like a mental perspective on time based on consoles, really. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like there's anything in this video that it like is like new info that I'm not already aware of. It's just like AI making games more expensive. Companies that make games want to make more money, so they chase the things that are making the most money. Like, I don't know. Knowing this guy that yeah, it's just not my type of thing. All right, what solo players wanted season 3 of Marathon? Like, I'd rather watch this video. Shout out Mylan. I'd rather watch that. What else we got? This is the most annoying trend. This is by Tom's Lawyer, 40,000 subscribers, 400,000 views 2 months ago, no description. So this is bold. This is bold. This guy, no metadata on the video, posted. What are these videos? What is this kind of channel? This is most viewed video, 200,000, 400,000. This guy likes fucking Ninjago. This guy loves Ninjago. Holy, is this a Ninjago YouTube channel? The best fandoms to be in. I like how you didn't put the Ninjago fandom in the thumbnail for that one. Got Jeff the Killer. I don't. What is this? Like, post. Like, I will say this: your most viewed video being a video with no description. That's bold. Let's see what you got. This is the most annoying trend.
Criticism of something can sometimes become more annoying than the thing itself. Today we're going to be talking about culture because things are changing. Things ain't the.
Are you fucking kidding me? My OBS just crashed. Hold on. Can you guys still hear me? I don't know what's going on with OBS. I don't... Dude, yesterday, my OBS crashed like 4 times. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Is there like a new version of OBS? What the actual fuck is going... Like, can you guys see?
Way they used to
like,
be.
Is the thing still playing? I can't interact with OBS or it's going to close. How much is your bitrate? It's not the bitrate. I haven't changed shit about, like, the only thing, I think I updated OBS at the start of this week. And that might be it. Maybe there's like another new update. Released July 24th. I think this is the one I already have. Fucking whatever. I'll download the installer. God damn. All right. God, I wish I never updated fucking OBS, man. I don't know what's going on. OBS keeps crashing. Edit. 2026. Outdated plugins. Restart OBS. Okay, this one is 1 day ago. Okay. So since we're just watching a video, just spam in the chat if you lose the feed. Because I can't do anything with OBS, but like, we're going to be fine to watch this video, I think. So if we could just watch this video, I'll figure it out after. I don't know what's going on with my OBS, dog. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right. Just spam in the chat if the stream goes down. We're going to check out this video. This is the most annoying trend by Tom's Lawyer. See what he's got.
Criticism of something can sometimes become more annoying than the thing itself. Today we're going to be talking about culture because things are changing. Things ain't the way they used to be no more. People have started to recognize that after 20
Lot of anime going on, a lot of conventions.
2020, there was some shift where nerdy topics suddenly became cool, mainstream, and trendy. I heard it get called the Great Switch Up or Great Shift on TikTok. Things you'd get bullied for liking just 10 years ago, video games, anime, alternative music, that now is pop culture. Whereas before, it lived kind of on the fringes. These are strange times. For example,
Is that true? Is that true, chat? 10 years ago, were you bullied for, like, I mean, I guess it depends on the type of anime, right? And it depends on what region of the world that you're in. I think that for a long time in South America, Dragon Ball Z has been the coolest shit ever. Have you guys never seen those, like, those bootleg copyright infringement, but they don't care. I think it's probably like Mexico or whatever, those like food shops where it's just like fucking Goku and stuff. Like I think in South America, they love that shit. In Russia, you got bullied 10 to 15 years ago today. 10 to 15 years ago, and also today for anime. Well, I mean, Russia's a different thing. Russia's got its own things going on. Yes, absolutely, yeah. Mostly a U.S. issue. Okay.
I was on Tinder last night because I'm a chud.
I was on Tinder last night because I'm a chud. Okay, this video's warming up.
And I saw somebody's profile say, swipe right if you've heard of FNAF, which was absolutely baffling to me because back in 2014, I got called a furry and loser.
Swipe right if you've heard of FNAF. Bro, what are we doing here?
For loving that series.
That's like one of the biggest fucking media franchises of all time. Like, there's no ball knowledge there.
By everybody in my school, but now it's literally everywhere and everyone on earth knows about it. I can't escape it. I go into a Walmart and a GameStop in my mall and it's just Five Nights at Freddy's everywhere in the vicinity. I'm not really sure why this is. The pandemic forcing people to be inside and congregate online could have something to do with this, but whatever the case,
the pandemic and forcing people online is probably like the biggest contributor to like online cultural things becoming more accepted. Like that's probably like the single biggest contributor. Should have censored those titties. It's probably fine.
The general populace and I guess
they just turned on my face cam for a couple seconds, dog. Why you gotta hate?
Normies, for lack of a better term, have gone back and given older geeky media a second chance. The person who bullied you for liking anime in 2014 now reps an Attack on Titan shirt.
How dare we speak Merry Christmas? How dare we? Merry Christmas.
So what's... So is this guy pro-LARPing or anti-LARPing? Is this the type of guy to call somebody a LARPer in earnest? Yo, what's up, Frost? Is this guy advocating for calling people LARPers in earnest? Or is he against calling people LARPers? Because that's the annoying trend. Or is the annoying trend people LARPing like they like the Chungus Media franchise? I'm kind of lost. Because this intro is making me think... he is the type of guy to call somebody else a LARPer. Randomly got banned from a streamer I watched. I'm going to watch it. Thank you, Frost.
I now see new generations and normie types collecting old video games, old consoles, old movies, and old media. I never imagined I'd see the day where Nightcore, anime, creepypasta, and video games were things people were gonna brag about being into, to the point where you do get bullied if you don't know the latest, like, analog horror thing or whatever, but nonetheless, here we are. Maybe it's because everybody's sick of the corporatism, minimalism, and slop content. They want to go back to a time when effort was put into the look and feel of things. It was all more human, and when everything was better for the consumer.
I think it's probably just like your age demographic moving into the position of the dominant cultural force. Like this is like a cyclical thing. You're not okay. Listen, I'm being a little bit negative right now. I'm being a little bit negative, but like, is it because like we're tired of the clean corporate culture, or is it because this guy's probably in his early to mid 20s? And now a lot of the other people who grew up with stuff like this are now also in their early to mid 20s, and also with COVID going in. And so now it's becoming the dominant sort of cultural voice.
Physical media from back then when you could actually own your own games and movies without having to pay bullshit subscription fees. Also, culture recently has been really retrospective. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it's not as innovative.
When has culture not been retrospective? When you think about like neon lights and like fucking Lamborghinis and like Miami City, you're probably thinking of like the 80s, right? there's like brackets of the different decades because people are referential to the old days. It's a lot of social media as well. Could be. I don't know.
And it feels like
I'm not buying it so far. Also, let's do a quick checkpoint here, chat. Let's see. Let's name these YouTubers. I think this is Vanoss Gaming. This is Filthy Frank, PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. Guys, if you can't name all these channels, you're a LARPer, by the way. We got Smosh. I don't know who that is. 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 That's a fucking MMO guy, I think. I don't know who that is. Tobuscus, Annoying Orange, Dan TDM. We got FPS Russia. Leafy is here. That's Maximofo. This is cheating. I wouldn't have been able to name him Mr. Stampy Cat if he didn't have Super Mario fucking. I know this guy. I don't know his name. Fuck! What's his name? I was never big into like Minecraft content. I know he died like a couple years ago. Super Mario Logan. That's who I was thinking of. What's this guy's name again? Oh my god. How is his name fucking out of my head? Okay, you know, I'm a LARPer. I've missed like 80% of these at this point. I know, I've heard of him. I never watched his stuff. I know of Technoblade. Yes, there it is. I don't know what, like, I was drawing a blank. I don't know this guy. I've seen this profile before. This is the guy who calls gold butter. I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy.
And it feels like everything.
I don't know this guy. This is Captain Sparkles as Game Theory. I don't know this guy. This is Machinima, obviously. Rooster Teeth. I don't know this guy. I don't know this. Okay. This is Quebble Cop. I've seen this profile picture before. I don't know who it is. Okay, now I don't know most of these. Now I'm lost. Now I don't know the majority of these people. This is Sea Nanners, right?
Just nostalgia.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, no, I got the first, like, fucking 10 of them. And that's it. This is Mr. Raffle Waffles. This guy's still around.
Nostalgia posting. Every other TikTok and video.
Gen Z and our obsession with nostalgia. Bro, this is just like a human thing. You just always pine for the easier times when you're a child, bro. It's not like you're not special, bro.
Say is, remember this trend? What happened to this old YouTuber? And all these companies trying to take advantage of the nostalgia bait without knowing why their old branding was popular in the first place. Everyone's so focused on the past rather than the future. And truth be told,
when was I a chud? Or when I was a chud?
YouTuber and all these companies trying to take advantage
back
of
in the day when we were all chuds together watching Filthy Frank saying slurs
without knowing why their old branding was popular in the first place. Everyone's so focused on the past rather than the future, and truth be told, in a lot of ways the future does seem kind of bleak. Due to
in some ways, the future seems kind of bleak, and this is what he shows on screen. That's crazy.
You now have people who pretend to be geeks and OG nerds to fit in with the trend.
Yes, I am an OG goth. I listen to 21 Pilots.
The people who tout that I was there before it was cool when they really weren't. AKA LARPers.
So this guy, we figured, okay, so this is the thesis. This is not the guy who's getting annoyed at everybody getting called a LARPer. This is the guy who calls other people a LARPer in earnest. Should have also pointed out that when Nerdy Stuff became mainstream, the nerds from beforehand lost what made them special, and now they're more ordinary. He's just gatekeeping his culture. Okay. That feeds into their resentment and their need to assert their feeling of being special by calling everyone else a LARPer. Okay, wait. Wait, hold on. Maybe this is just how he's introducing the term, but this sentence makes it sound like he's actually anti-calling people LARPer. LARPer's basically the new poser. Okay, hold on. Maybe he's gonna present both sides. Let's see. Hold on.
Means live-action roleplay, like those people who go and play D&D or set up a Renaissance fair where they dress up in medieval garb and fight with swords and stuff like that. The insinuation is that by pretending to be something you never were, you're roleplaying as though you were an OG nerd from back in the day. These people who do that for the trend are annoying. They act as though they were weeaboos or gamers from way back when, yet they would have probably made fun of those things 10 years ago. Yeah, those people suck and are LARPers. The LARPers have caused legitimate problems. When they go to buy consoles just to be performative, that jacks up the price for people who really want to to get into those things. I was
Okay.
never too into Pierce the
All right,
Veil
I
much.
see. Okay, I see what he's building for here. He's like establishing the term and what it's meant to be for first here, and then he's gonna get into how people are using it.
But
now.
it really is bullshit that there will be quote-unquote fans who buy out seats at concerts from real fans only to know the TikTok part of the song, the looping chorus that's popular on TikTok, and they fail to know any other lyrics from the songs. Yeah, that does really suck. And if you are looking for someone with a similar background, friends who were OG nerds and are not trend followers, it can be more difficult now with the LARPers. However, this whole trend of calling out LARPing has gone way too far. I've seen countless comments under TikToks and Reels calling anybody a LARPer who shows any collection of old tech, any interest in anime, or if they're talking about something geeky, wearing a cosplay, sharing their interest in 2000s media, etc. Just look at how many GIFs there are on Instagram calling out LARP, no limit to the LARP, LARP.
Okay,
king.
here we-
If I only
Now he's okay. This is a funny one. The gym alarm turning into LARP alarm. Okay, here we go. What's the problem with people LARPing and having fun? Why have people tried gatekeeping? Yeah, this is like where it turns from the term was like this is like the cycle. Etymologically speaking, there's a big word for you to make me sound like I'm smart. Etymologically speaking, when a new word is sort of introduced into the wider discourse, into our active lexicon, it like starts off, it like spreads. It's like, oh, this is a great term, and then it becomes overused, and then people start to resent the term because it's sort of lost its meaning.
saw these comments on posts where somebody's actually a fake nerd, say someone who doesn't know what they're talking about, fine, whatever. Though I see these people comment on every post under the sun. These people catch wind of anything even remotely
LARPing
nerdy
legends?
and it's-
LARP, sir. Dude, I love LARP, sir. When I see this in Jinxie's chat, this is awesome. bro.
LARPville. I've actually gotten that comment a few times before. In a recent video I called Spike
What if a hobby has a massive influx of new people, it can change the dynamics of the community, not necessarily for the worse, but it is change, and some people do not like it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I understand some gatekeeping stuff. Like this is not just unique to online subcultures, right? This is just like a human phenomenon when it comes to any sort of culture, generally speaking. I think that there is something to be said about respectfully entering like someone else's space and not there's like an established space of people who like to do a certain thing, and then it might become more popular to enter that circle, but there can be a moment in time where enough people are entering that circle where it kind of ruins the point of that circle being formed in the first place. Does that make sense? So I think it does make sense to an extent to gatekeep a little bit, but there does get to a point where you're just like gatekeeping other people who are already in the circle, and you just sound like a jackass. Gatekeeping is base. It can be done with class, though. To a certain degree, gatekeeping is necessary. Yeah, I'm not just like anti-gatekeeping entirely, but it does get to a point where it's like, bro, what are we doing here? We're like like you can't say that you've played League of Legends unless you've played fucking 7,000 hours or something like that. Like there's levels to enjoyment of a hobby. Like if somebody, like I would say it's LARPing if somebody's like, oh yeah, I'm a League of Legends player, and they've played like maybe a couple hours. Like I think that would probably be LARPing. But like if you, I don't know, there's like levels to this shit, you know what I'm saying?
factories from BTD, needle factories. I've been calling spikes in the game needle since I was like 8, and it's just always stuck with me. I don't really know why. But the more egregious one is Five Nights at Freddy's, where I got called the LARPer because I dare to think that security breach is actually good. I'm not gonna lay out the reasons why, as I've done.
Okay. If you're in like a
was like 8.
I'm about to call Five Nights at Freddy's niche. But I'm sticking with it. I know that this is like a big franchise, but if you're into like more of like a narrow, maybe the niche sort of services a more neurodivergent audience, you're probably more likely to get called a LARPer, and it's probably going to be gate kept a little harder. I'm not out of line at saying that. That's just calling FNAF niche is crazy work. I know. Like, hear me out. Like it like. Whatever. You either get it or you don't, dude. I'm not going to explain it.
Security breach is actually good. I'm not going to lay out the reasons why, as I've done so like a million times, but I am going to show these chopped ass
show The
photos
Sopranos, Breaking Bad. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Maybe I'll take the L on that
15 now because I have to. I mentioned in many of my videos that Ninjago has been my favorite show since I was a kid. I bring it up a lot.
Wait. Ninjago's your favorite show? Ninjago's your favorite bro, I had no idea. You like Ninjago? Dude, I would never been able to guess.
Actually, how I'm such an OG in Ninjago, because I feel like I have to, or else I'm just gonna get called a LARPer for daring to like Dragon's Rising, even though it's objectively as amazing and good as Ninjago. It's genuinely crazy. It gets really annoying because you're starting to gatekeep shit and push away people from finding genuinely interesting media that they might enjoy.
Yeah, there's like a level of gatekeeping that's necessary, but if you're like gatekeeping whether or not you're even able to like a game, like I was never big on Five Nights at Freddy's, right? But even I'm aware that Security Breach was like received as like a shitty game. But if you're just like not allowed to like it, or you're pretending like you're in the fan, like what are we doing here? Like what does that gatekeeping service?
Actually, how I'm such an OG Dragon's Rising, even though it's objectively as amazing and good as Ninjago. It's genuinely crazy. It gets really annoying because you're starting to gatekeep shit and push away people from finding genuinely interesting media that they might enjoy. My sibling was born in 2008. They just turned 18 recently. They really enjoy media from the 2000s, gaming and internet culture, the edge that it had, the art. So for their birthday, I bought them a PSP and I loaded it with classics from that era. You know, Kingdom Hearts, Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy, Persona, Silent
Is he about to call his sister a fucking LARPer because she didn't use the PSP? Oh no.
Hill, God of War, all that. I shit you.
Yo, Draconic Caster, 60 streams is crazy. What's up, buddy?
Not a week after I bought it, I get a metric ton of videos in my feed saying, "Oh, if you bought a PSP in 2026, you're a LARPer. You're a LARPer, you were never there. Everyone who buys a PSP never plays it. LARP, 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 sahur. If you don't buy a Vita, instead you're a LARPer." And all these comments were agreeing with those videos. It's like if these LARP tards, which...
Okay, remixing LARP with a slur is kind of insane, but... I will say this, just like a little side tangent. I never owned a PSP. Okay, I was a Nintendo DS kind of a kid. I thought that PSP was always so cool though. Just like the design of the console, like this. I thought that this, as like a visual aesthetic design, had way more swag than the Nintendo DS. I feel like the Nintendo DS kind of looks stupid. Okay, the clamshell, it's kind of silly. The 3DS, cool console. I liked playing Monster Hunter on it. But the PSP, this shit looks so dope. And also, like, the cartridges were like little discs. It's so cool. This shit was so cool, and I never had one.
Not a week after I bought it, I get a metric ton of videos in my feed saying, "Oh, if you bought a PSP in 2026, you're a LARPer. You're a LARPer, you were never there. Everyone who buys a PSP never plays it. LARP, 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 sahur. If you don't buy a Vita, instead you're a LARPer." And all these comments were agreeing with those videos. It's like if these LARP tards, which is what I'm gonna call them from now on, I just came up with that right now, that's fucking genius, catch wind of a PSP for even a microsecond, this sleeper agent spawns from out of nowhere inside of them to spam LARP. So now I gotta worry about my sibling being called a LARPer because I dared to buy them something cool and introduce them to games and media from my generation. Like, calm the fuck down, dude. It's not that serious. I hope all these people realize one day how silly it is to say, "Yeah, you're not allowed to like this thing because..."
Dude, this image is insane.
"You weren't there 15 years ago." As if there's a window of time for when you can like something. Like, my sibling was an infant when PSPs were a thing, so what, new generations are not allowed to like something because they weren't there back in the day? That's fucking retarded. All you're doing is pushing people away.
Okay, now, bro, you gotta chill out.
Where it's all coming from. It's coming from a place...
Listen, okay, I get it. You're from the olden time, okay? We're trying to move past words like that right now, okay? I'll give you a pass. That's the last one, though. Okay, you gotta settle down.
Deep-seated resentment, and I fully understand that. Now let me explain. I was a turbo nerd growing up. I was balls deep into things like Nintendo, internet horror, creepypasta, internet rave music, nightcore, you know, happy hardcore, Eurodance, things like that. Roblox, Minecraft, Flash games, happy hardcore, Eurodance, things like that.
These two sequential screenshots, oh my god, what a throwback. This is probably gotta be from like 2007?
Roblox, Minecraft.
And then, dude, this is like alpha screenshot, right? Oh my goodness. This is when it was like free to play in the browser on the creative mode. 0.3. I think this was before I was on the Minecraft train even. Damn. Damn, bro. How far we've come. Goodness.
Minecraft, Flash games, Five Nights at Freddy's, anime, you name it. If it was something weird, I was probably into it. Except for furries. I've never been a furry. Just throwing that one out there, I guess. I was a...
Who cares if you're a furry, dog? Listen, we're not judging. You already said you're a fan of what you just admitted was like a bunch of embarrassing shit. Who cares if you're
Except
a furry,
for
bro?
furries.
Listen,
I've
I don't
never been a
judge.
furry.
It's
Just
okay.
Throwing that one out there, I guess. I was a power user of Amino from 2015 until the day it died. Anywho, I was given as much shit as
What the fuck is
every user of
Amino? Okay. Does anybody know what Amino is? I've never heard of this. Is this an app? Who will rule with Steros? That's like a Game of Thrones thing, right? What is this? It's like a chat program? Profile. And there's a chat. What is Amino? The hell is this? So jealous of unks in my childhood. We only played mobile games for stupid kids.
Amino from 2015 until
That's
the day
rough. I think being Gen Alpha. That's I don't mean to be out of line. But if you were an iPad kid, I'm so sorry. I apologize.
it died. Anywho, I was given as much shit as everyone else in that era was who liked that kind of media that I was into. I never really felt ashamed of liking those things, but it wasn't fun to get constantly teased for it. Like, I had this awesome Bowser shell back.
Okay, dog. Oh, God. Brother. Okay. This is cool as shit. And I know if you're between the ages of like 8 and 12 years old, this does feel like the coolest shit ever when you're wearing this. But you look like yeah, okay, that's a bully magnet. I'm sorry. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I get it. I get it. When you're like between the ages of 8 and 12 and you like have these interests, it does look cool as shit. And you think you're awesome when you're wearing it. But oh my God, man. Yeah, this is a bully magnet. I'm sorry that your parents let you wear this. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they let you wear this.
Backpack in school, and some asshole started telling people that I was watching Mario porn and things like that. The real...
Okay, that's out of line. I don't know how old you were. I don't know how old the bully was, but that's out of line. Like, it... Holy shit, man.
The question is, how did they know? Nah, that's terrible. I did no such thing. But shit like that happened...
Okay, that's like a crazy joke, bro.
all the time, where I'd draw...
Hey, that's... Okay, all right.
Creepypastas, and I was a weeb. I don't know what the connection is there. Creepypasta has nothing to do with anime.
Actually, you can't draw a creepypasta because a creepypasta is text. You're probably just drawing the character. But okay.
I played Nintendo and I was a nerd. I liked Nightcore and it was gay. That was the big one back in the day that they default to, was gay, gay. Literally a homosexual, because I was a big fan of Bleach. Which is a little homosexual, to be fair. I mean, there's some tension between...
Bro, dude, this video is taking a weird turn right now. What is going on? Okay, this guy, I don't think this guy is woke enough. Tom's Lloyd. I don't know. Maybe this guy isn't woke enough. Maybe if he was a little more woke, he'd have a better time. What's up, Rizmi? He's gay for everything in the 90s. I'm aware. But you could maybe...
Ichigo and Renji. You know what? I ship it. So anyway, after 2020, when all these things like gaming and anime became...
I know he came from a different time. Okay, I get it.
I was a little upset. I had the mindset of, I had to be bullied for something so that you guys get to enjoy it now? That's not fair. Oh, what, so now that stuff is cool? Now that I'm not a vulnerable kid anymore? Now that I'm an adult? That's when it's suddenly acceptable? Oh, what, so now you want to be openly into anime and stuff? That was the resentment that I had. But at some point when you get older, you have to...
Maybe he should try LARPing as a woke person. True. I mean, I don't know. His channel's actually doing fine. 400,000 views is fucking insane.
Decide what kind of old person you're gonna be. There's Old Man A and Old Man B. Old Man A has the mindset of, I suffered so that the new generations don't have to. They adapt with the times. They're open-minded. They like...
Dude, this is an awesome photo. Dude, this, okay, you can't see it. It's behind the chat. This photo radiates positive energy, bro. This old ass guy is having a fucking blast playing this video game.
Seeing good times because they know how awful bad times get. Someone who is drafted into war so that their grandkids can play Sonic the Hedgehog. The type of person who's happy to see
him.
their
Yeah, I wish I had that much joy right now. That's how I felt playing Marathon during Season 1, bro.
kids having fun on the game rather than being drafted into the military. That's Old Man A. Old Man B, on the other hand, has the mindset of, I suffered so new generations should suffer too. Unfortunately, the majority of old people end up being in this bitter mindset. They're closed off, they hate everything new even if it's good. They don't care.
You don't want to be this miserable old guy. There's a lot of people like this. And it's like mental poison. These are like people who are just like hung up on the old days. This is what you turn into if you watch a lot of what was it? It was the video we were watching before. This is the type of old man you turn into if you're watching videos like this. If this is the content that you primarily consume, that's the type of old guy you turn into. Okay? You can't be looking at that stuff.
For new generations having good times, in fact, they hate it. They pick it apart.
Small VTuber cries over help to buy her first... What the fuck? You were gifted 100... Okay, what?
And called the youth too soft, and kids these days too whiny, they're too privileged. And they'll always say, back in my day, men used to go to war. They get mad at their grandkids for playing Sonic the Hedgehog instead of suffering in the trenches because they didn't get to relax and enjoy their time. Don't be like Old Man B. Be like Old Man A. I had that realization and said, you know what? It's good that new generations are carrying on obscure internet things that I grew up with. Sure, it's not fair that they're not bullied for it as much, but you know what? I'm happy for them, and I should be. They're lucky.
Sure, it's not fair? What do you mean fair? Like they're like it's like a deserving action to be bullied of?
As lucky doesn't mean I have to be the asshole who takes that away from them. So it's all
I don't know, maybe I'm just wired differently. I don't know. I don't
It's the old
I don't understand people who have this old man perspective.
Man be inside of you who's getting mad and saying, I had to suffer getting bullied, so now I'm gonna bully you and call you a LARPer, you know, to get even. You become the person who bullied you. For example, I listen to things like Recession Pop and Internet person who bullied you.
I listen to things like Recession Pop. Didn't LMFAO, this is LMFAO, right? Didn't they make one of the biggest fucking
things like
Recession Pop? These are all like Avicii. Like these are like some of the biggest artists of all time. Like what?
Recession.
Some of the biggest artists of all time. Like what's the point he's trying to come to here?
Pop and internet rave music growing up.
Internet rave music. This is more niche.
I listen to things like Recession.
I listen to things like Recession Pop, which were, by the way, the most popular songs at that time.
And internet.
This is niche. I don't know what the fuck this is. I know what Caramel Dancing is, obviously, because I was a huge meme. I don't know what the rest of this shit is.
Rave music growing up.
I listened to rave music growing up. Okay, that's niche.
Followed by the whole sad boy rap thing.
Followed by the sad boy rap thing. Bro, again, this was also like a big cultural phenom at the time. Like, everyone was listening to X. This is Lil Peep, right? I don't know what the rest of these are. Everyone was listening to this shit.
High school when that was a thing, you know, like Peep, X, Juice, emo rap as people call it. I wasn't into rock music very much until like 2023. And when I got into rock, I found my footing in emo, pop punk.
Sad boy rap is pretty big. Yeah, like he brings up that, like, they like sort of made this a big genre, right? So right now we're 2 for 3 on not being like niche little subcultures. I was never big on rock. Okay, that's like.
And when I got into rock, I found my footing in emo pop.
An emo pop. Green Day I think was pretty big. What was the last one? Okay, a lot of, like, these are a little bit more niche. Like scene, like the sort of scene stuff. This is a little bit more niche. MC are a little bit less so, I think. Like the scene stuff. This is pretty niche.
Emo pop punk.
Pop punk. Sub 41 I heard.
New metal.
New metal. Okay, bro.
Post-hardcore.
What's the point? Why are you naming all these like things, these genres that you like? Because like most of these are like very big.
Post-hardcore.
Okay, maybe you'd get bullied for some of that.
A little bit of grunge.
I think Radiohead is pretty big. I can see why people might make fun of you or whatever.
Pop punk, new metal,
Maybe you're listening to like this stuff,
hardcore,
maybe.
a little bit of grunge, or I guess post-grunge, as I'm always corrected. I
love Korn. Yeah, like new metal is great. Bro, when you're at the gym, this is great gym music.
wasn't really there for emo back in the day when it started. I mean, I was a kid back then, but I never really got into that music back in the day. That doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to get into it now. There isn't a window.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, no, I wasn't. Okay, you know what? I got his point now that he finally got to it. He ripped off all of these like popular genres and stuff, and he's like, just because I wasn't around for this sort of stuff, I'm not allowed to like it now.
Emo back in the day when it started. I mean, I was a kid back then, but I never really got into that music.
Good conclusion. I didn't see what point he was making. I get it now.
Get into it now. There isn't a window time slot of when you can start liking something. Or at least there shouldn't be. And those people who call everyone and everything a LARPer are creating that window, which is something that a real OG fan wouldn't do. There's 3 types of people that everyone keeps conflating as 2. There are the OGs, the people who liked things back in the day.
I'm sorry, dude. Calling yourself an OG because you play Club Penguin or some shit is kind of funny.
There are the new gens, not using new gen in a derogatory term, just newer generations, who earnestly and honestly want to get into something old, like collect old tech and old media. Even the older Gen Z people who just couldn't afford to engage with gaming back in the day are trying to catch up on what they missed. Yes. So they're new into it, and whatever, it's all fine. And then number 3, there are the trend followers who would have teased someone over liking Metroid and Legend of Zelda, but now rep a Samus profile picture and repost Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask aesthetic.
How many people like this even are there, though? Like, I don't know, maybe I don't engage with people in this way, I guess. Or like I like see a lot of category 3. Like I can know and understand like a lot of category 1 and 2, but like how many like category 3 even are there?
OG and don't know what they're talking about. These are the actual LARPers. Like, for example, there was this guy I knew who bullied people back in the day for liking anime until 2024.
Dude, you gotta chill out with these soy jacks, bro. It's like a flashbang.
His profile picture to something from Jujutsu Kaisen, I believe, and then acted as though he was actually a weeb from the very beginning. And when we asked what anime he watched besides JJK, the only thing he could cough up was Naruto. That's a LARPer. Even if he earnestly said, "Hey guys, sorry for teasing you, making fun of you over anime. I've been watching JJK recently, and you know what? I had a change of mind. You guys were right. Anime can be pretty cool, actually." That could at least suffice. Still a trend follower, but not as bad. These people who go out and call everything LARP don't realize that they're just incentivizing people to go ahead and LARP. Like, think about it. If you're out there berating somebody for liking something now and not back then, they'll just feel compelled to lie to you and act as though they were OG into it because admitting that you're a fresh fan comes with that baggage of LARPing accusations. What's really funny is seeing the LARP-tards try to gatekeep different kinks. I sound schizo, but I swear this is a thing. I've seen all these posts saying, like, I'm an OG in this fetish.
Okay, bro. These are jokes. Dude. I know you like Five Nights at Freddy's, so maybe you didn't like pick up on it. Maybe. These are jokes. People are not. These are not people in earnest. They're not actually gatekeeping liking feet. That's not real. That's not real, dude.
Understand. You would have gotten bullied for liking this 10 years ago. Like, okay? I didn't even know that kinks had, like, levels of popularity. You could just have sex and that's it. Like, what? What's insanely dumb, too, is that I've seen people want their favorite things to stay unpopular so that they can feel niche. I saw a TikTok pointing out different underground artists, and some comment said, "No, don't be talking about this artist publicly. We need to keep this niche." I saw that with some guy talking about video essays as well.
Again, a little bit of gatekeeping is understandable. But some people do go a little bit too far. I feel like gatekeeping, or like trying to prevent an underground artist from blowing up, so to speak, it's kind of toxic, isn't it? Like, I can understand why some people might want to feel special, that they like some fucking, like, some niche thing, right? Some admittedly niche thing. Some people want to feel special in that like other people don't know about it. But like at that point, like if you're like trying to harm the artist's ability to grow, you're harming the artist, right?
and a comment said, "Well, we can't let this get popular." Imagine your favorite YouTuber is on the brink of making it big and being successful, but his quote-unquote fans are begging, "No, don't share, keep him small so that I can feel special, so that I can feel like I'm part of the special club and not be considered a normie." If any of you guys have stifled my growth and said, "Oh, keep Tom's lawyer niche," you are—
How much has he grown since this video? Almost like, what is that, 6,000 subs? Good on this guy. Double your Riz.
anything but a real fan. And I do think this stems from calling everything LARP. People want their favorite creators to not blow up because then they'll be mainstream and no longer possess elite ball knowledge anymore, and then they'll just get called a normie or LARPer. But it's completely backwards. I don't care how or when you found my channel, if you're an OG or not, if you like my videos and subscribe, that's fucking awesome. I don't really know how to end this video, just don't be a dick. Accusing everybody who likes everything
what
nerdy
a wholesome
of being a
conclusion. Be nice to one another. Oh my goodness.
LARPer is more annoying than the actual trend-following LARPers themselves.
Okay, good conclusion. Okay, guys, I gotta restart OBS. It crashed. One sec. I'll literally be right back. Hold on.
What are you doing?
All right. Did he crash out about my video's at 2 out of 10. Holy shit. Oh, you know, my response to his video is actually doing pretty good right now. Is he crashing out? Let me check the comments. Let me see. Or are you saying that I'm crashing out? Kind of sad to see the marathon glazing to be real. Are you hate posting in my chat, brother? Always fresh. Are you here just to be negative? And I bet to close the tab. Fuck, I got one guide. Fuck. Guys. All right, now that we're back, I did get recommended Concord Syndrome. I think this might be a good video worth reacting to. Video game LARPers are beyond stupid.
You look like a huge poser.
I'm a goth girl. I'm a goth
This video is fucking gooner bait, dude.
girl that
It's like intentional cringe.
Fuck you like a pig. Now, are you a poser or a LARPer, or are you going to play my fucking game? The favorite video game. That Resident Evil is one of the—
Okay, whatever, dude. Shut up. We're gonna check out this Concord Syndrome video, I think. Okay, the stream's working, right? Let me just let me check on YouTube to make sure we're live. Hold on. Let me see. I fell for the gooner bait. I don't give a fuck, dude. Like. The good, like, they don't even try sometimes. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, it was immediately obvious that video was just gooner. That was not like a video made in earnest, okay? All right, let me see. Are we live on YouTube? Let's see. It looks like we're live on YouTube. Okay. I don't know why OBS crashed. It's been crashing a lot recently, but we're gonna work through it, chat. We're gonna work through it together. Let me reload player. Make sure, are we in the correct category? Are we in just catting? I gotta be in just catting. Here we go. Perfect. Okay. Concord Syndrome by Shredded Nerd, 132,000 subs, 132,000 views. Let's get a taste of what this guy's channel is like. Lore slop writing, millennial music, history of the tomato, worst taking gaming. Nothing ever happens, flies through the end of history. I'm trying to get a read on what his audience sort of likes. Millennial viewers, I think, talking to Marty O'Donnell, I think my read is that this might be like a main, like, commentary gamer slop, where it's just like, fuck it, like people, like the people who are still like hung up on Concord type shit. Concord getting over 100k views is wild, shows you the negative, it like still sells. Why do people still care? Like, I know Concord was like a cultural phenom in the sense that it was like way overfunded for what a over-the-top, undesirable game it was. Like a game that missed the mark for what the demographic wanted so hard. It's like unbelievable. But like, look at this. How Concord became a $400 meme in 12 days. Why are people still talking about Concord like this? Concord was like, how long ago was that? Concord release date. It was like 5 years ago, right? It was a long ass time ago. Wait, Concord was released on August 23rd, 2024. It feels like it's been way longer, dude. It feels like it's been way longer than 2 years. I said it came out like 5 years ago. According to a Google search, Concord was released August 23rd, 2024. So we're coming up on the second year of Concord being released, and people are still, like, to be fair, 2 years is a lot more recent, but people are still harping on about it. Like, guys, I get it. Concord was like, I don't think I would have the desired audience. Holy loud, I'm sorry. Like, this game was like peak Marvel Chungus when Marvel Chungus was falling out of style. Like a sickening level of Marvel Chungus. Like, this trailer is shot for shot a Marvel Chungus movie. And I'm not saying, like, if anybody in chat likes Marvel or whatever, that's great, but like you understand what I'm saying, right? Guardians of the Galaxy, like, yeah, even if you like Marvel in the chat, I'm not like shitting on I'm not yucking your yum. But my point is that, like, this style of entertainment was sort of falling out of style. Has been falling out of style for years, okay? The whole Marvel movie series shit, as I understand it, the cinematic stuff blew up with Iron Man in what? That had to have been like 2012 or some shit. Well over a decade ago. And they milked the shit out of the Marvel franchise in movies for like years and years. For years, people loved the Marvel releases in theaters. And like sequentially with every one that came out, it's like, okay, this is like, and then like what was it? The fucking with Thanos or whatever, like the Infinity War part 1 and 2 came out, and it's like, okay, that's a wrap. And then now they're like still making Marvel movies, and people are like, okay, 2008 for Iron Man. Oh my god, man. Iron Man came out in 2008. Holy shit. Damn. Okay. It's been almost 20 years since Iron Man came out. That's okay. We gotta keep moving. My point being that, like, you don't have to be like a chuddy right winger to see that this character design right here. Who the fuck approved this? I feel like this guy, this lady, this blue guy, maybe a little bit generic. Maybe a little bit generic, but it's like, okay, whatever. I can maybe see them in a video game. I think this level of cinematic polish is way too high for like these types of characters. What is this shit? Are we for real with this? This looks like Blitzcrank if he was a fucking dumpster bin.
Oh, jukebox.
What, like?
Wasn't the plan. It was a spontaneous, creative decision made after years.
And it's just straight Marvel writing. The shots, the cuts, it's like all Marvel writing, okay? If you like Marvel stuff, again, great. I'm not like trying to shit on you, but I'm trying to say that like the audiences were already starting to get fatigued of this sort of, my mic is fucked up? No, it's not. How is it fucked up? Explain. Is it actually fucked up, Cupcake Badger? Hold on, chat. Twitch chat, is my mic fucked up? No, it's not. No, it's not. Surely it's not. Let me see here. Audio control. I sound regular? Okay, maybe it's just on your end. Refresh your YouTube browser.
Careful research.
Worked in concept and character design. For a while, have a feeling that all the designs were mandated by the executives.
Being really old and almost dying of.
Yeah, like I don't know anything about the creative process for creating characters in a professional environment, but a lot of this just feels very like uninspired. This looks good, but Linda from HR says this might look offensive, so can you change it to look friendly? I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak to that. But like this character design, the outfit is kind of cool, but like something about this is just like,
What? This?
I mean, the gun looks kind of neat, I guess.
Wait, what? Where's the rendezvous? I didn't catch that.
They're moving super sluggish. I don't know. Again, we're not going to overanalyze it. The point being that you don't have to be Epic-based chuddy right-winger to understand and see that this was like a very questionable move to go all in on for Sony. Again, being a live service fucking Overwatch style game. Wait, it was also supposed to be like an Overwatch type clone, right? Like this game, like Concord was supposed to be an Overwatch clone when Overwatch and like the hero shooter genre had already been oversaturated for going on like, this came out in 2024, literally 8 years. Like the hero shooter genre already had 8 years of a body of games underneath it. And with this is their pitch for like the most invested in franchise in that genre. Like you didn't have to be like a fucking super chuddy genius to see that this was going to be bad. So Concord comes out 2 years ago. Why are we still talking about Concord? Millennial characters. We got a couple of Concord characters in here. How Concord became a $400 million meme in 12 days. 1 month ago, 156,000 views. Like, what's the demographic of people who are still watching this shit? Like, I'm so, I just don't see it. Holy loud.
I am but a lowly AAA dev, and I have a disease. It caused me to lose my job.
We're not fucking watching this.
Therefore, it's the sprint, hit marker, aim down sights, loadouts, all that stuff. Like, that's Call of Duty. It vanishes into thin air. My studio has 3,000 employees. Every character syndrome didn't start with Concord. There were many other attempted industry plant games.
Industry plant games. This is a fucking shitty. This is a shit ass video, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking watching this. I'm not watching this shit, bro. Holy shit, the transphobia in frame 1. Yeah, Zero Mus. I saw that shit and I was like, bro, are you kidding me? Like, oh my goodness, man. Also, like, the whole, okay, so here's the other thing. So, like, the people you should be blaming for getting stuff like Concord shouldn't be the devs or whatever. Right? Like people are like, oh, fucking game devs with pronouns or whatever. Like, a lot of this stuff is, like, mandated from the time. And I'm not saying you can't have a video game with pronouns that's good, but, like, a lot of, like, the direction and stuff, like, the way that the, like, Highguard or whatever. Like, I feel like the reason the games end up trying to, like, service a facsimile of what the audience actually wants is because, like, detached people who are above the devs, who don't even play games, whose entire job is to just handle the money side, get in control of, like, the design and direction of the actual game. Does that make sense? Highguard's concept art is fucking amazing. Did you see some of the art they had planned? No. I think so. What I recall from Highguard was just trying to do way too many things. Highguard was pretty fun, riding around on horseback, sniping People's Peak. So I'm not saying that Highguard was a bad game, but my recollection about Highguard is it was just trying to do way too many things. Like, just looking at the gameplay, it's like there was a Rainbow Six Siege aspect to it where you're, like, building a fortress and you're, like, defending a POI, but you also have to collect resources, but also it's like there's like the deathmatch aspect to it, but also, like, you ride on a horse and you go around and collect treasure chests. There's just way too much going on. And, like, maybe it's sure when, like, again, like, there can be complex games that are fun, but, like, on its surface, just looking at the game, it was an FPS MOBA RTS. Yeah, so, like, League of Legends is a complex game that can be kind of hard to understand on its face, but, like, it can be kind of explained in a few terms, in, like, a few sentences maybe, right? But I feel like Highguard, like, even trying to explain it to somebody, like what the fuck you're doing, it feels like there's way too much going on, and, like, for, like, trying to attract a new, it just felt, I don't know, it felt like super unapproachable in a way where it's just like they probably had. They built up a big old, like, expensive fancy tower with all the graphics and the fixings on top of a foundation that it wasn't like shaky, but it's just like the foundation of the game was not good. Like when you develop a game, the game aspect, like having a fun core game, is the most important part in game dev. Like, again, I'm not a game developer. I'm not going to learn like I am, but like the most important part of like when you're developing a video game is to like have the fun game and then build everything else up after that. But like they were just trying to do too many things with that base thing, and then they just like overbuilt it. Just like, I don't know. What's up, Toshi-san? You like the video? Yeah, no, it's performing pretty well right now. Is it still a 2 out of 10? Let's see. 2 out of 10, 2.8K views. It might be a 1 out of 10 soon. It's kind of going crazy right now. Had to do the shared economy, like an RTS 3v3 to build the base, but first person and Heroes MOBA element. Yeah, it feels like, so Zeramus, the market, I know League of Legends is a big game. I know StarCraft still has like a player base and stuff, but like big complex games like that are not super easy. It's not like what those 2 games that I just made. League of Legends been around for 20 years. StarCraft been around for 20 years. Like these are games that have like built up their audience of this complex game for like years and years and years. Like building and pitching a new one is really hard because you have to like get a bunch of new people onto this. And also I think that like FPS games in general are just more approachable to general audiences than League of Legends is, for example. Like to get into any sort of RTS game, League of Legends, Dota, whatever, like even like any like PvP RTS top-down game, it requires a lot of hand-eye like not eye coordination, but like tactical hand coordination with a mouse and keyboard. And there's a lot of gamers that have that coordination, but the biggest like slice of the audience pie is not that audience who are like RTS community is really nitpicky. It's that the RTS community, although it's sizable when compared to the entire gamer pie, it's just a small slice. League has essentially built its audience from Dota, and that in turn came from Warcraft 3. Yeah, like the audience of people who are like super mouse and keyboard heavy. I say this as I use a mouse and keyboard. I know a lot of people use a mouse and keyboard in the audience. A lot of people, although they do use mouse and keyboard for maybe shooters a little bit. Most people's interactions with technology right now, touch screens. When they play a game, it's on console with a controller. So mice and keyboard, although there is a big market for mouse and keyboard game. I'm not saying that like computer PC gaming is like dying or whatever, but it is technically speaking in the widest sense of the entire gaming consumption, it's kind of niche. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? I felt like fun 24-24 being crammed into a 3v3 main mode felt like more like Battlefield 1's territory capture. Yeah, I've never played Highguard, but from the clips that I've seen, it just felt like there was way too much it was trying to do. But it was like I'm not like I wouldn't have tried what was the other game that just came out? The other shooter game that's like trying to be like the next Call of Duty or whatever. I don't think it will be. I'm just like kind of tapped on new shooters. You know, unless like a shooter is doing something really cool visually, like Marathon, or like they got some like really unique going on. Like Highguard, like when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it looks kind of neat, I guess, but I don't know. Dude, why can I not connect to Steam? I'm going to crash out. I'm going to restart Steam. Hold on. My OBS crashed fucking not too long ago. Now I can't connect to Steam. What? I'm going to restart Steam. The cat's going to die. One sec, cat. One sec, cat. One sec, chat. Hold on. Sure, so many shooters look the same. Yeah. Like, Highguard, I think, is at least a little bit visually distinct, but I believe it's an Unreal Engine, isn't it? So it does have a little bit of that tinge. Okay, now I can access Steam. Okay, let me bring the cat back. League and Dota 2's audience come from a whole generation of people who got used to it from the original Dota mod. League came out as is. Without Dota today, it would probably die. Yeah. The other thing is, so I've said this before, I got into League pretty late. I started playing League in Season 8. And there are people who still try League and stuff right now, but that's because the franchise is already gigantic and established, right? Cat can't chat today. Well, the cat's back, actually. Goodness. All right. Yeah, we're not gonna watch this. We're not gonna watch this video though. Can I like let me go back? Am I still on the page where that got recommended? I want to. Oh, here we go. Do not recommend channel. That's just disgusting slop. Yeah, like. Here's the other thing. So I'm sure like one of the big criticisms of like Concord is like a phenom, and it is like interesting in how much it missed the mark. Was it too woke? Was it like too over the top woke? I mean, maybe, but I feel like you can make a woke game that is good and not do shit like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this game was not fun first. It was woke first. When you're making a video game, you should make the fun video game first and build the wokeness around it, if that makes sense. You can't start with the woke point. You have to make the game fun first. And brother, like what the fuck are we doing? Like what is the character design is so fucking bad. Oh my god. I think this is probably one of the worst character design. Like there are plenty of really cool overweight characters in video games. There's a lot of really cool, like what is this though? Why does he have goggles? Like, what are we doing here, man? Oh no. He talks about Marathon here. Oh wait, actually, I think I watched this part of the video. I think, oh, you know, now that I think about it, I think this video was actually recommended to me before, and I saw he talked about Marathon, but his thing is like, Marathon is actually a good game, but because of Bungie's past actions or whatever, it's like struggling and it's like too niche. So like he at least admit like even this guy is like chuddy and like gamer slop as he is. He actually admitted Marathon is a good game, but his points. Hold on, I think he actually calls Marathon woke at some point. He never says it.
Who will make
he never. Excuse me, not never says it. He never says why. But he says like Marathon's woke, and I can understand if you don't like it because of that, but it's a good game. Hold on, we'll just play the Marathon section.
Response comments to things I never even said. But here goes, listen closely. Marathon isn't a Concord-like. Now, I would say, and before you come at me, but I know people will come at me anyway. They're gonna leave brain-dead comments.
Bro, I'm coming. Don't you worry.
No matter what.
Going right
Bungie
now.
is an established
When I see Marathon gameplay, ooh, am I?
team
right,
that
okay, I'm doing it too much right now. We gotta lock in.
Knows what they're doing. Now, it's not like they don't have kind of bad influences and bad actors on those teams. They certainly do. But
bad influencers and bad actors, by the way, are the woke. Again, I'm not giving him the fairest shake because I did skip ahead because of his fucking pretty insensitive intro. But I'm pretty. Let's just open the transcript and we search woke. How many times does he say woke? Okay, he only says woke when talking about Marathon. Which is fucking crazy. But, okay, all right.
Bungie generally as a culture, as a studio, it may have changed, it may have gotten worse in some ways, but there's still ultimately continuity, right? Like, there is still a team with history. With Marathon, they still had several Bungie veterans.
Why is Marathon blocked? So, it's Holtzy. I've explained this before, but I'll do it again here briefly. So, even though we're talking about Marathon right now, so because I'm doing a hard pivot away from Marathon, I don't want my channel to become a Marathon chat room if I'm trying to do a hard pivot. Like, we're only like briefly talking about Marathon right now, so I'm not going to disable it. Yesterday, I disabled the filter because we were talking about Marathon specifically for a few hours. But like, I don't want my channel to become a fucking Marathon chat room if I'm trying to pivot. You know what I'm saying?
From before even Halo, who helped develop it and work on it. The lead, before he was fired, was Christopher Barrett, who was an artist on a bunch of Halo games. The concept for Marathon was being built out for years.
Was Christopher Barrett the guy who got thrown out on the sexual harassment allegations and he just didn't mention that at all? Yes. Okay, interesting.
And Bungie obviously has shipped actually good shooters. They have shared history, they know how to make shooting feel good, and it does in this game. The shooting's not the problem with this game. The gameplay is not the problem with this game. Marathon is actually a decent game. It has a distinct and cohesive aesthetic. Maybe not entirely original, but apparently the employee ripped off the art, got
Zing! Stolen art scandal. Zing!
fired anyway. But Marathon felt like it was made by one team working together with a shared vision. It's reasonable to say it fell short of what you wanted, or that it's just not what you wanted, or that it has a limited appeal as an online-only extraction shooter, or you personally don't like the visual choices because...
See, all of those points, pretty valid. What's up, shoe guys?
It is quite divisive, or that it's like woke or whatever. Sure.
That's where he gets you. Mind you, this is the only time he says woke in this entire fucking video about Concord, is when talking about Marathon.
I get all appeal as an online-only extraction shooter, or you personally don't like the...
Like, he doesn't, like, give examples of any of this stuff, right? He's saying it jokingly. Yeah, but it's like, but it is like a thing. A lot of, like, there is a sizable chunk of people who think Marathon is woke in some way.
Choices, because it is...
Why these videos always use Halo music, bro? Because a lot of the people who watch videos like this are in the sort of mid to late 20s crowd who are like member berries who pine for the old times in their childhood. And I don't know, they can't grow up and they're just like stuck in their teenage years and they hate fucking people because they're different. I don't know.
Divisive. Or that...
You know, it's actually a commentary on Halo itself, because a lot of Halo, you're killing aliens, which is actually, it's a metaphor for, in real life, why a lot of racist people like Halo, because they're unable to make the connection with people who are different from them. You know, it's like subtle messaging. So the takeaway here is that Halo is racist.
It's like woke or
no, I'm doing too much.
Whatever.
No, okay.
Sure, I get all that.
That was not a good joke. That was bad. That was a stinker. I'm sorry.
Comes to the political stuff, it's mostly a mandate from above that occurred kind of industry-wide.
Okay, here's the other thing he says. When it comes to the political stuff, it came from a mandate above. The only political stuff in Marathon is the stuff regarding like the factions and it being like, this is like a future like doomsday world where corporations fucking sucked everything dry. Capitalism endgame. Yeah, like that's the only political elements in Marathon, right? Unless you're gonna say like the character designs, like the female presenting character designs, the shells not being overly sexualized. Is that very political? I mean, maybe it depends on your politics, but I mean, I didn't have a problem with the shells.
Don't like the visual choices because it is quite divisive, or that it's like woke or whatever. Sure, I get all that stuff. Specifically, when it comes to the political stuff, it's mostly
has a lot more to do with Bungie than Marathon itself. Unfairly, yeah. But like Bungie like does have a fair amount of like wokeism, and like I actually personally I want the fucking LGBT, like I wish they did Pride Month in Marathon. I hope they do next year if Marathon is still around. That'd be awesome. I'd love to buy fucking rainbow skins for Assassin, like make him go invisible and like fucking glows. That'd be cool as shit.
Of industry,
but like
industry-wide,
like cosmetic microtransactions. Also, like isn't a lot of the yo button masher? Thank you for the 100 bits. What did I miss? We're just hanging out and doing some reacting. A lot for like I don't know Bungie games. I never played Destiny. Doesn't a lot of the Pride stuff in Destiny go to Bungie Love, their charity foundation anyway? I could be wrong on this. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure a lot of that stuff isn't even for profit. A lot of that stuff is actually for charity. So, like, I can understand, like, if you're, like, chuddy or whatever, it's like, annoying to see the trans flag profile background, but I think it's for charity anyway. So, I don't know why I said it so much.
Specifically due to societal changes in a recent era. Like, that was more from 2020, and a lot of that stuff is kind of just a holdover from then. Like, it was basically the entire corporate world that was in on that. I think Bungie just kind of capitulated.
Don't even give the judge a benefit of understanding. Yeah, I mean... I know. It like doesn't matter the reason why. It doesn't matter how noble the benefit, like even if it is for charity, even if they're fucking like it was literally to save the world, they would fucking not care. Because I don't know. It's just like a mind poison of just like not wanting to love and understand other people. It's just whatever. Well, I'm just like trying to like be a little bit understanding from the perspective of the person who made this video. You know what I'm saying?
The studios may have. Because Bungie in the past, they were kind of the exact opposite of that. But here's the thing.
Pride-colored assassin smoke? Bro, RGB assassin smoke would go so hard.
All of that is the case. That's not what's causing this specific game's issues. Like, this game's issues are really entirely different from something being investor-driven. If anything, it's the complete opposite of investor-driven. It felt like it was designed in opposition to focus.
Yeah, so his entire thing about Marathon is like, it was actually a good game, but there's like controversy surrounding Bungie. So this guy, as slop as his channel is, and as chuddy as I think he is, surprisingly, this guy of all people actually gave Marathon a fair shake in his video, which is insane to say. Like, of all the channels, this guy actually liked Marathon. Well, probably maybe not liked, but he gave it its due credit. It's crazy to think about. What else we got? Ads are ruining YouTube. How long we've been live? Hour 30? Hold on. Let me pull up Steam. Let me check out the new releases on Steam here. Let's see here. Let's see. Would you say Riot capitulated to Woke in 2013 with the release of the Arcade Hecarim skim? I will. So Zeramus. So to your point about, so wokeness has been a bit of a trend. Like, it is kind of unfortunate that the wokeness stuff sort of just follows whatever the political head of America happens to be. Like, whoever appears to have the most political power, because it's like very cyclical. Because Riot and League of Legends they pivoted woke for a little bit. With like the I think they still do the Pride event, I think. And they have like the emotes or whatever. A lot of the character designs and stuff, they pivoted away from sexualizing the characters, which I'm not against, right? Again, like I'm pro Gunnar. If like that's how people want to express themselves, that's great. But they definitely did pivot away from the sexualization stuff of characters. Yo, Sry, everybody, thank you for the 5 gifted, buddy. Thank you so much. They did pivot away from it for a few years, and then it was like in the past couple years. I play League on and off, so I'm not sure exactly when it happened. But they're starting to do sexy skins and characters again. Like there was like a time frame where their MO from above was to direct their characters and designs to be woke, and then now they're going less woke, if that makes sense. Nothing wrong with sexy content. Yeah, but like the point that I'm trying to make is like there's definitely like a trend related to the political environment that the company, like gaming companies, find themselves in, because they're like members of the wider culture, and they want to service whatever the powerful or the seemingly most powerful. I don't want to get into made politics. We're kind of crossing the threshold a little too much here, but they want to appeal a little bit to the most powerful demo. Plenty of fan service out there. Yeah. Like the point I'm trying to make is like Riot pivoted away from those sort of fan service sexy designs, and now they're sort of coming back around to it. And I don't know. I don't know why people. Excuse me. I don't know why people better take notes from Marvel Rivals. Okay, so here's the thing. I know and understand and acknowledge that Marvel Rivals is a good game, but Marvel Rivals is Gunnar to a point where it makes me a little bit uncomfortable playing it a lot of the time. I think I maybe have 10 hours at most in that game, but bro, a lot of this stuff in there makes like, bro, what, like I'm trying to play a fucking shooter game, okay? And some of this stuff is like, what are we doing here? It's a little too much sometimes, but I understand people like, and I'm not like yucking your yum. If you like Marvel Rivals, that's great, but it's a little too much for me personally. Marvel Comics back then used to be super, and it's like, yeah, it's like whatever, like people love to, like, I'm great. I think it's great. This is a little too much for me personally. They should add like a censored mode where it like removes a lot of the Gunnery type animations. For sure, Riot pivoted to woke because the execs got sexual harassment lawsuits going on at the same time. The same thing happened with Activision Blizzard. I don't know if it's because of that. I genuinely don't know if it's because like the execs were trying to save face or what. But it does like sort of cycle in and out. Will work for games. I know you're a regular here on the channel. We're not discussing any mainstream politics. No mentions of any specific ideology, political party. None of that, please. Thank you. No, thank you. We're good. We don't like. We're already sort of towing the line a little too much as it is right now. But we're gonna use a lifestyle, not political. It depends. Everything is political. It depends. We're not gonna get into it though. That's why I say mainstream politics, because technically everything is political. But regardless, oh right, I was gonna check Steam before I got sidetracked. Let's see the new releases on Steam here. Again, guys, I said at the start of the stream, after trying a handful of new teas, I know now why the banana tea that I got was on clearance. Because I brewed the banana tea today. It just sucks. It's just bad. The other teas that I got, every other one is actually so much better. Like, I'll still drink it. Like, I'm not going to waste it. It's still caffeine. But it tastes like too bitter. The complexities of the flavor, the banana doesn't come out that much. I feel like before, it's because like I was adding honey before that I liked it more. The past few times I was drinking the other teas, I didn't even add anything. Like, maybe a little bit of oat milk. I've been doing oat milk recently. But I feel like the honey was really saving this banana tea. I feel like it's not actually that good. Okay, let me see. New releases. Ever play WoW? I've played it. I've never gotten super into it. Seen the game called Road to Vostok? That's been around for a couple of years. Yeah, it's like it's sort of like a stalker Escape from Tarkov type thing going on. PvE extraction shooter. Yeah, I'm aware of it. I've seen it. All right, new releases. Let's see. Oh, I can just pull it up on stream here. Oat milk always feels too dry with tea for me. I'm trying out any non-dairy option I can, just so, like, I'm not fully vegan yet, but I want to just, like, try out my options. So far, I like oat milk and tea more than soy milk. Soy milk is kind of eh. I think of all the alternatives I've tried in tea so far, I think oat milk has been the best. Got a Switch 2? No, I do not have a Switch 1 or 2. I probably would play Splatoon Raiders on stream, but I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 just for Splatoon. It's just, no. Zuminos. Water Park Simulator. This came out today. It's been in early access for a while, though, so I don't know if it's worth playing. Saphira. Action roguelite. The current trend with indie games is roguelites. There's fucking choose 3 roguelites everywhere. Like, you level up, choose from 3 upgrades. There's one that gives you health, one increases your damage, one increases your crit. Like, I know Megabonk and Vampire Survivors and games like that were really popular, but it's getting to a point of oversaturation where, like, every roguelike that's coming out right now is the roguelike of pick 3 on level up. What's this game? Parkside Decayed Soul Manipulation. This looks kind of neat. Parkside is an FPS immersive sim that chronicles the future of biomechanical subterfuge and suffering. Shoot hack. Either save or sour the future of humanity in this dystopian city of Abbotsford, California in the awful year of 2038. That's not that long away. What is this fucking enemy? What is this enemy, bro? What is Abomination? It's like a painting. This looks neat. How much is it? Is it made by the same dev as Parapecia? Probably not, right? Yeah, I think it's like a solo dev type thing. Maybe. Let me add it to my wish list. Actually, I'll keep an eye on it. Right, Enshrouded 1.0 is later this year. The name rings a bell. What is Enshrouded? What do we got here? Flameborn. Open world survival, base building, multiplayer crafting. So is this like like a Power World type thing where it's just like a survival. Oh! Wait, hold on. This screenshot. I think, did I see General Sam play this? Maybe? I'll give this a maybe. Right now, the games that I want to try and consume an entire month of my life, no kidding. I'll add it to my wish list. But right now, the games that I'm mainly looking for are like games that have come out relatively recently, like past couple months maybe. I want to like try out novel experiences. That game's been around for a little bit. I know it's releasing soon, but Houston City of Wolves, Machine Party, How Many Dudes, Rita, just a crossword puzzle, Truxton Extreme, Bullet Hell, Mistfall Hunter. A lot of people are liking Mistfall Hunter. It kind of sucks that it's not quite my cup of tea. Yeah, what's up? Cirque Opito, first time chatter. Valheim, like it's the one where General Sam abused the glider. Yeah, that's why I remember it. From that one screenshot, like that character looks similar to something I'd seen before to jog my memory. Say anything about Archeron? I don't believe I've heard of that game. What is this? Fast-paced, isometric, PvP, team leadership. This is like a Diablo type game. It's not my type of bag. This is like a PoE Diablo type thing. It's not my type of game generally. What else we got? Asta. I saw a little bit of that game. It looked kind of neat. Fucking Steam page broke. Hold on. Yo, Space Bud Sarah. I don't know if you watched the YouTube video yet, but we're not playing until September. Unless they do something crazy, but is yet to be seen. I did a whole video elaborating in a PowerPoint on stream. Wake me up when September comes. September is going to be awesome. Number one, because season 3, right? But also, dude, the fuck-ass heat is finally going to start dying down. I hate summer so much, bro. I cannot wait for winter. And fall is just the first step. Go Town. This looks kind of nice. But it looks like it's going to be releasing from early access. Oh, we're outside of the daily releases. Hold on. We're in popular new releases. Let's go to, like, true new releases here. Loruna. The Island of Towering Automatons. That's... The visuals in this game look really cool. Hold on. Hold up. I like the visuals here. This is actually very pretty. This is actually really cool. I like this. So like a 2D platformer Metroidvania type of game, maybe? Kind of neat. What else we got? Litterbox League. Casual Indie PvP. Corsair Cove. How much AI slop are we going to see? Because this is the brand new release page here. Cat or Potate. Cats, casual, cute, creature collector trivia. We're not playing Mistfall Hunter, unfortunately. It's just not my type of game. Maybe Glorp can do a collab with Aztec Gross. Hey, let's be respectful, please. Aztec Ross is the furthest I'll go. Don't call him Aztec Gross. That's just disrespectful. Aztec Ross is just kind of funny. Yo, Red Panda Bro, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 10. That's the funny emoji of the fox guy. Thank you so much. That's very generous of you. Cat or Potate looks kind of neat. Yeah, big guy. You saw a cat and thought you're a cat pro. Let's see I address a simple question. What is it that you see? Is it a cat or is it a potato? Is this like a dev's first game? It is. I think this is really cool. This is actually really neat. Moved. Hold on. There's no such thing as too many cats. Inspect closer. Box cat summoned. You know what? Cat or Potate joins the Cat Awareness Feline sale. Let me see. We need your cat. Send us a photo of your cat to have them added to the game in a future update. So I love little indie games like this. I was watching your VOD from the Detective Dude. Made me smile how you also had similar feelings towards that video I had. Yeah, like, I'll say it again. I don't want anybody in my audience to send hate to that guy. I can see like maybe he has like a history of like crash outs or whatever. I'm not a fan of like cataloging people's like crash outs. Like if somebody has like an unhealthy relationship with their presence online, I don't want to support that. If there's anyone in my audience who's like shitting on the guy or sending him hate, I will banish you from all platforms here. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like that video was like very, very fucking poorly made. And I hope he can do better. Like, I don't hate the guy. Like, I have worked with channels that were a bit sloppy, a bit similar to his. But if he truly wants to be journalistic and stuff, I hope in the future he can do that and grow his channel. Like the type of niche, like the type of niche that he's in right now, I feel like with how many years he's been around, if he put in the effort, he probably could grow to be like a once or twice a month video guy who gets like hundreds of thousands or millions of views on every video. But that's just not where his videos are at. Yeah, so I like this kind of game. I think this is really cool. The only problem I have is because there's no reviews, no nothing. I'm just scared of malware in games like this. Like, I'd love to play this, but in order to do that, I'd rather have a dedicated stream PC. Like, I need a 2 PC setup where I'm only playing games on a separate computer from where I have all my other shit. So I don't get my fucking YouTube hacked or whatever. Okay to not like Marathon. It's okay to it's not okay to hate Marathon when you haven't touched. Like, so it Rizme, it's not even just that. You can dislike Marathon for any reason, but like, so it's a couple things, right? So in general, if somebody's posting slop or whatever, like even if it's about Marathon, it's like whatever. It's like gross, it's annoying, but there's like no, like they know that they're doing slop. If the guy that we covered genuinely thinks what he's doing is journalistic or whatever, he's absolutely not. It's absolutely slop. There's like no journalistic merit in the video that he made, and like I hope he can do better in the future, right? Like I'm not saying he's like irredeemable or whatever. Like yeah, no, that's it. I hope he can do better. That's all. I have no hate towards the guy. Like, if he came in the chat, like, upset that I made the video, I'd, like, genuinely like to talk to him. And, like, and like, hopefully we could have a healthy discussion. You know what I'm saying? That's it. What else we got here? Don't pull me. Is this AI? Could be AI. What else we got? Welcome to Victorville. Spellcast. This looks kind of neat. It's like an old school, you guys remember Bookworm Deluxe? Do you guys remember Bookworm? This looks like Bookworm. Oh, shit. Spellcast combines the strategy and deck building of a card battler with the dynamic gameplay of word games. This looks like Bookworm. That's cool as shit. That's neat. I accidentally just closed the fucking tab that I needed to have. Oops. Back. Manually. Manual style. Boom. What else we got? Vast Wake. Mr. President. Is this AI slop? I don't know. Skill Cheater. We got a Vampire Survival Clone. Parcel Pals. Input Gets a Job. Bewitched. Arm 112, Alpha Star. On. There's got to be one game. It's got to be one that we'd like to try. The Glitch. Phantom Song. I think this is AI, probably. So we got Seeding the Wasteland. The Hemu Trilogy. What? It's like a snowboarding game. Abyss Horde. World of Tanks. Okay, that's DLC. Better off checking the personal calendar. Yes, but they only ever show like a couple games. Panic Poopers. What the fuck? What is this? You desperately need to find a toilet. This is a fucking Flash game, dude. Bro, this is a Flash game. What are we doing here? Chinese newcomer. Shayo. Sunset Game Shop Shayo soundtrack. Corsair Cove, Litterbox League. Flagfall demo. But I thought we just went to page 2. We already saw most of these. Okay, this is fucking AI. Pluckham demo. This is an AI. Okay, this is AI. This is probably... Oh, yeah, no, this is AI. This is AI, dude. All these assets are AI. Brother. Grimy Light. Action single-player roguelike. Yeah, not quite the aesthetic that I'm down for. Got here. Saw a lot of these on the last page. It's got to be something good here. It's got to be something good. We got another AI banner. Who's that one YouTube lady who does the Steam trash? I've seen her videos on my feed before. Not Iron Pineapple. Who's this lady? Memoria. Day old Steam games. This is a cool niche to be in. Yesterday's best garbage on Steam. This seems like a really fun niche to have. You just play like a bunch of bullshit on Steam. Is hidden treasures of Steam's new releases. Like, this is really cool. The problem is picking games that have no reviews or anything is always kind of scary. Because you never know if you just downloaded fucking malware. So you kind of need a dedicated PC for it. But right now, like, I'm streaming from the same PC that I'm logged into from Twitch and all that shit. So if I get compromised, it's gonna fucking steal all my channels and shit. Give me a nightmare to get back. Beast of Reincarnation comes out in a few days. Let me just check that out. What is that? $60. Dogs. Action RPG. Is this Souls-like? Yeah, it is. This is a heavy maybe. I don't know. In general, I'm not huge on new release games. Or like, I say new release games. Like a large studio type of games, if they're new releases. Unless they're doing like something pretty different. It looks kind of neat, but I don't know. Learn virtual machines, I guess. I know how virtual machines work, but like it's like a whole thing to have to get set up. But if I'm gonna bother doing some shit like that, I'd rather just get a dual PC stream set up. Because there's a ton of advantages to getting that set up. It's just like a hassle to start. All right, chat. Featuring mom. Yeah, vlog featuring mom. Members only, though. So to get the mom vlog, you gotta become a YouTube member. All right, chat. So, I already have League, the client, open. So, worst case scenario, OBS will crash once we get in a game. Instantly crashed. Literally instantly. The instant that I hid the Firefox source, it instantly crashed. So it's probably going to crash again as soon as we get into a game. Yo, T Diggity, thank you. But I don't know if you watched all the way through. We do not discuss the game for the foreseeable future till September. All right, we're back. Are we live on YouTube? Are we live on YouTube? Hold on. Yep. Instantly, OBS crashed. We should be back now, though. Let's see. Are we on YouTube? Why'd I get deleted? I just explained. I just explained. We are not discussing that. So, you can read the Nightbot message. So, I said it earlier. I just don't want this channel to become a discussion room for Marathon. So I have to police it. Like, I don't hate the game now. I don't hate people who want to talk about it. It's just I don't want this channel to turn into the discussion room. All right, it's probably gonna crash the stream again, guys. Get ready. Wait, we actually once we get in the game. Now we're in Champ Select, so it's not gonna crash yet. People making money from Marathon haters slot is crazy. Do you think they realize kind of help the game constantly with talking about it? No, I don't think they do. Are we gonna change category here? Dave, boom. Okay. Yo, T-Diggity, don't worry about it. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Think your drink would be honeydew flavored? It's tea. Right now, the tea that I got is... Hold on. I don't know who to ban in Classic League right now, so I've just been banning Scion. Oh, your top is hovering Scion. Look, I also got to play support. I think I'm just going to play Fiddlesticks. I don't know who to ban. I generally don't. Maybe I play... No, not Teemo. Yo, thank you for the 5. The one lockbox. That one lockbox. I'll let your TTS go through.
Just joined, sorry if late. Just saw the hate slop video. Thank you for your service, sir. Everything I've been saying online you nailed. Salute you, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very generous of you. I mean, yeah. No, we reacted to that video live yesterday, and it was just like, bro. Like, the most ironic thing, too, I never pointed this out. The fucking guy, it's like, it's irresponsible for these games journalists to rate this video game highly because it has a low player count. As he presents himself as a journalist with, like, non-existent evidence, multiple factual errors, like, a very, like, poor quality video. Like, I don't know. I should have brought that up as well. 2020 vision or whatever. Thank you, buddy, though. Thank you. Can you explain this game for us who have gone outside in the past 15 years? I started playing League of Legends in Season 8, so even I don't know most of the shit that's happening in the games. I just want to try to learn it to see if there's, like metas or niches that I can do and enjoy. We'll do Rammus. Fuck it. Let's go Ghost Ignite. I don't think I can spec out my trees yet. Let's go defense, utility, support. Let's go with that. Essentially, League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena. And you fucking... It's top down, and you control a character, and you have abilities, and you have to destroy the enemy towers and kill their nexus. That's about it. I just want to eat Teemo's mushrooms one time. So I was playing Teemo yesterday. He's pretty strong. What I didn't know is apparently his mushrooms used to not go invisible. OBS crashed. All right, chat. Can you guys still... Oh, I'm not... I have to add the feed. Hold on, I gotta restart OBS. Hold on, chat. Hold on. 1 second. We've returned. We have returned. I forget what I was saying. Angels Fall First looks interesting. We played it a little bit on stream. It was fun. It was actually a lot of fun. It's just not something I'd see myself playing a whole bunch. It was a neat game, though. If you think it looks interesting, I encourage you to try it out. Okay. So we want passive gold generation, so we're going to want the turtle shell item. But we're not going to be able to afford any fucking... wards, so whatever. All right, here we go. Okay, played it once, like soon after release. Didn't understand anything, even though I've played an RTS before. So, compared to a traditional RTS like StarCraft, you're only controlling one guy. And from my understanding of Classic League, a lot of Classic League is more so about strategy and accumulating an advantage, more so than like mechanics. There's a lot less mechanics involved. There's way less movement abilities. There's way less skill shots and skill expression. Most of the abilities are point and click. There's less aiming. So a lot of the way that you accrue advantages in this game are by planning, having a good plan, knowing things about the game, knowing scalings, having the right itemization. But, like, I only played in fucking Season 8. So all of this shit is new to me. I never had red camps that were 3 enemies. So I don't know. Do you remember Poppy's OG art and it was terrifying? I don't think Poppy's in Classic yet. I think they're adding her later. Wait, is Zillion's bomb point and click? Is it not a skill shot? Oh, can I get 1 auto? Brother. Oh no, I'm fucking dead here. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, no, I've... What the fuck am I doing here, dude? Oops. Plains Jungles I had to learn from Deadlock, and now I kind of understand maybe. So I only played like maybe a couple games at Deadlock, and I decided it wasn't for me. Bro, our wave is pushing too? Oh, dude, I fucked up the lane hard. Bro, I like screwed over Tristana here. It's actually over. Don't know why people play this over RTS or Deadlock. Biggest thing for me with Deadlock is I don't like the visual aesthetic of Deadlock. I'm not a fan of what they got going on. All right. Now we should be significantly less fucked in the wave state here. Should hopefully be able to just get this pushed up. Bro, I don't know what you want me to do here. My Q is on cooldown. Dude, we're so fucked. Why did I pick Rammus, dog? I don't have the attack speed. Oh no, I'm dead here again. I'm actually fucking throwing. Oh no, and DF. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I still can't afford my gold item. See that you hate New York, therefore America. I just don't like the visual aesthetic, bro. Anything? Do you like anything older than the 1970s in visuals? I mean, I don't know. I like bright colors and stuff. I know, like, this game is, like, very dreary and stuff, but it's because I have the League of Legends baseline. So I already know a decent amount. He's AFK. I mean, yeah, no, this is chopped. I've played 4 fucking games trying to get mid. Then I get mid and I have 400 ping all fucking game. Yeah, this game's cooked. We're gonna FF this game, chat. It's actually fucking over. I pretty much guarantee they're gonna have this awarded, but we're gonna try to set up a gank here with Mundo. Can I get level 1, please? Can that minion please die? There we go. Level 1? I meant 1 level. This looks exactly as I remember the game. It's perfect. This, when I first fired up the game, I'm like, holy shit, this game looks very awkward because I've seen gameplay of Classic League and it's always been like 240p. Well, I just blew my ghost. Oh my god. Let's just get this shit shoved. Let's get out of here. There's no way this kills me. There's no way. Okay, yeah. So will work for games. Why am I playing Rammus support? I just wanted to try it out, dude. I just wanted to give it a shot. It's not working. It's just not. I genuinely apologize to this guy for picking this awful character for the support lane. I mean, maybe against a matchup with another melee support, but like I can do basically nothing. I just get mega kited here. Oh, I don't. Let me put down a new word. That's about to expire. Corky's kind of low here. What the fuck is Tryndamere doing? Yeah, no, this shit's chalked, bro. Like, it's over, man. There's nothing we can do. It's over. It's just over. It's just fucking over, dog. It's over. Gotta level Powerball first to be able to do anything. That's not the reason I'm dying here. I'm leveling W so I don't instantly die because I'm getting Giga poked. I have to level W, and let me tell you why. So here's something you may not have noticed. So, in Classic League, your W, it doesn't provide percentage scaling to your armor and magic resist. It's a flat. It's like Singed ult. It gives you flat defenses. So I just got to build a bunch of health, maybe one item that gives armor and magic resist. But like everything that I build with health is going to make me substantially tankier. Leveling my Q does not help me much. Gotta be patient for mid-late. Can't do anything with the Corki disengage. I mean, yeah, no, this is just like an awful character to have in this matchup. Yeah. I haven't touched Dota in years, but back then I used to always play Kunkka because landing a one-hit rampage gives me a dopamine hit harder than cocaine. I've played a small amount of Dota. And not enough to know who Kunkka is. Like, I've maybe seen their character, but like nothing comes to mind when you say the name. I played a little bit of Tiny, and I liked Chen because you could summon guys and send them around to fight people. I think that was fun. But like, I don't know a lot of the characters type shit. Am I fucking... How am I dead here, bro? Oh my god! There's TF here. Oh, we got a kill, though. We got a kill. Wowza. Yeah, we're gonna 15 this game, dude. There's no way. Coming to this stream is a weird way to find out that League Classic... League released a Classic client. Almost spit my copy out. Yeah. You can play League Classic now, bro. I never played it before, so I'm struggling. Holy shit. I just got a hot pepper on my pizza. Wow. Tearing up. Wowza. Who's your jungle? We got Mundo. Fuck. Oh my god. You know, what if I just buy another Heart of Gold? Can I just buy like 5 Heart of Golds? I'm gonna get a lot of money. I think this is optimal, right? Holy shit. All right, let me run the numbers here. So, to sell the Heart of Gold, it's 413. And to purchase the Heart of Gold, it's... What is that? That's, 825. So I need to generate about... Why did I even queue up here? Dude. We have to play this shit for another 4 minutes, man. We can't FF. Oh, damn. All your melee? Yeah, Tristana is our only ranged. I mean, Cat exists, but he said himself he's playing on 400 ping. So he's just AFK. All this misery is so authentic, it's bringing a tear to my eye. There's literally nothing I can fucking do, man. There you go. Okay, so like I was doing the math on, I need to generate about 400 gold for the Heart of Gold to get all my money back. 5 gold per 10 second. That's half a gold per second. I need 400 gold. So that means 800 seconds. That's like 20 minutes, right? A little bit, like 25 minutes to be paid off. Yeah, this is an awful strategy. I don't know why I'm building all Hearts of Gold. I don't think this is a good strategy, chat. But it's too late. I'm already committing. We're going all Hearts of Gold here. Getting bullied for the Heart of Gold backpack right now. Yeah. Dude, this shit is fucking chalked. I guarantee you. Next up, I'm going to start an FF vote, and 2 people are immediately going to vote no, so we're going to be forced to play it out for even longer. Why does League look wrong? This is Classic League. This is League Classic. Playing support, you need gold for second runes. I got the fucking default runes, bro. Like, fucking, I can't fucking... I don't know. I should try League again. Every I should try League again thought is always followed up with an absolute miserable experience and the painful reminder of why you uninstalled the game previously. Not really. Not every time. This game is pretty bad. But that's because I got put into the fucking support role. Trying to, like, the role queue for League Classic is atrociously gigabad. I think we kill Zillion here. I think we actually get him here. I'm dead. Oh, I got the kill! Let's go. Maybe I should buy boots. Okay, Sam. The role queue in League Classic is absolutely atrocious. I don't know why they decided to do the role queue the way they did. Maybe it was like this in the Classic days, but it's awful. Every single game, you always get picked for your 3rd to 5th queue slot. If you want to get top or mid, you have to do a dedicated fill game that will give you an invisible Aegis of Valor, which you can't even tell whether or not you have, to guarantee that you get top or mid. But even then, you're only guaranteed to get slots 1 or 2 on your queue slot. So like, you're always forced to play bullshit you don't want. I'm about to AFK. As if you haven't been AFK this whole fucking time, bro. You have movie boots, Fiendish Codex, and 2 amplifying tomes. You have had 400 ping all game and you've just been disconnected. Like, what do you mean I'm about to AFK? It gives 3 fucking support games. Oh, he's just complaining about having to fill again. Oh, God. In Classic League, there was no role queue. You just called lane and chat. That sounds like a great way to divvy out who does what. Because the community is so kind and understanding, I bet a lot of people were able to accurately divvy out the roles and figure out who's playing what character in what lane very quickly. Get on. My goodness.
Shut down.
What else we got here? I don't think I go Philosopher's Stone. I think I just keep building the turtle shells. AFK or feed. I mean, that's basically what mid's been doing. Oh, shit! Wait. It's 15. Don't vote no. Dude, we're going to get 2 instant no votes. Watch. Instantly, 2 no votes. Watch. On phone them, bro. Somebody voted no! Look at this! Dude, who votes no here? Maybe Scion. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. All right. What a fantastic experience. OBS is about to crash, by the way. Okay, OBS has crashed. You guys can hear me, right? Yes or no? We're going to raid somebody. Guys, we'll be back on Monday. Again, streams are now Monday through Friday. No more weekend streams. This weekend, I got to work on sending out more VGen commissions. I got to round out the asset stack. You can still hear me perfect. We'll be back on Monday. Daily videos through the weekend to next weekend. I want to get daily shorts back cranking out. I got to get this OBS shit figured out, bro. This is like the 10th time OBS has crashed in the past week. Is getting over the top bad. Yo, Rizmi. Rizmi. Say hello, everybody. We can sleep. No marathons on it. Nope, we ain't playing until September, huh? All right, who are we raiding? Chloe is not live. Maybe Seraph. Who else we got? Veronica Joe. I don't know who that is. I think we raid them. Let's just raid Seraph. Let's keep it easy. Guys, I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. I got a lot of work to do. I hope you had a fun time on stream today. I hope you enjoyed the videos. We're going to keep the show rolling. It's already ending. Mr. Gola, shorter streams now. I'm sorry, bro. I got stuff to do. I have my work cut out for me this weekend. Yo, peace out, guys. Go show Seraph some love. Peace out. That's it. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ra-ba-ba. Okay, I got to close OBS now.